brought to you by Dennis Hoff for Assembly District 36, a successful businessman who can't be bought, can't be intimidated, and won't sell you out. Paid for by friends of Dennis Hoff. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, how to vote in this year's general election. A crash temporarily closes down the highway, and a candlelight vigil will be held for an accident victim. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, October 7th, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Well, it's almost here, the general election. This year, people are more stressed than ever about what's happening across the nation and are passionately vying for their candidate to win come November 8th. We caught up with Sandra Merlino, the Nye County Clerk, to find out how you can vote.
This is when you get your sample ballot. If you look on the back, it not only has your name and address, but it has your polling place as well. And everything is online, too.
And up in Tonopah, where's that at?
We actually have voting at the Tonopah Convention Center, but then don't forget we also have polling places in Round Mountain, Amargosa, and Beatty.
Where are those at?
They're at their community centers in their local communities. We have early voting in Tonopah, which covers all the northern end of the county, and then we have early voting here in Pahrump at the courthouse. Both of them are at the courthouse in the clerk's office.
What's the hours of early voting?
In Tonopah, we're open from 8 to 6 during the week, but the weekends we're only open from 10 to 2 because we don't have a large turnout. In Pahrump, we're open from 10 to 6 during the week and on Saturdays. And we will also be open on the holiday, the Nevada Day holiday, so I encourage everybody to come out and vote that day. It'll make it worth our while for working that day.
What's the hours for election day?
Okay, it's always 7 to 7.
Can you tell me about absentee ballots and as registering to vote?
Tomorrow, October 8th, is the last day for mail-in registrations. They have to have a postmark of October 8th in order for us to accept them to register for the election. Now, you can walk in person into the Nye County Clerk's office up until October 18th, and we're open from 8 until 7 p.m. on Monday the 17th and Tuesday the 18th.
At both Nye County Clerk's office?
Yes, both offices will be open until 7 those 2 days to catch those last-minute registrations.
All right. Absentee ballots, do you need to have any reason why you're needing them?
You know, I think back in the old days you'd have to have a reason, but really if you're just going to be absent or you have a disability, you don't want to come to the polls, if there's any reason you can vote absentee, you just have to prove that you're a registered voter, that you have either registered in person or shown ID before we issue an absentee ballot to you. And the deadline for that is the Tuesday prior to the election. But we encourage everybody, if you're going to vote absentee, get your request in now so we can get your ballot to you in time and you can get it back to us on time. The
general election, it's open, right? As opposed to the primary, which means that you have to vote along party lines.
That's correct. It's open. Anyone on the ballot that's within your district, you can vote for, no matter what your party is.
How can we find out more about the measures and the candidates?
Right now, well, we're in the process of getting the sample ballots out. We actually had a data pull today. We'll start slowly sending out the sample ballots starting the end of next week, so everybody should be getting those soon. But if you go on nyecounty.net, go to departments, clerk, elections, I have all of the statewide measures, the county measure on there, plus all the sample ballots right now. It'll list your precinct next to the sample ballot style. You can pull the link to any of those and get the information.
And Highway 160 was temporarily closed yesterday afternoon because of a two-car crash. A two-vehicle accident blocked traffic on the northbound side of Highway 160 in front of Walmart yesterday afternoon. Both vehicles sustained major damage. One had a broken axle. There was 2 children involved in this accident. However, all occupants declined to be transported to local medical facilities as a result. Nevada Highway Patrol conducted the accident investigation, which appears to be the cause of failure to yield the right-of-way. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And the public is invited to a candlelight vigil, which will be held tonight beginning at 7 p.m. for the victim of a fatal crash that took place on September 24th. 33-year-old Christine Weir was killed and her fiancé, 33-year-old Brian Schwanier, seriously injured when 22-year-old Ashley Wynn ran a stop sign at Dandelion and Honeysuckle Streets, according to Nevada Highway Patrol, and struck their vehicle while they were on their way to work at 4 a.m. The cause of the crash appears to be the result of driving under the influence. At tonight's vigil, all participants are encouraged to wear orange, which was Christine's favorite color. The suspect, Ashley Wynn, has been charged with driving under the influence, causing substantial bodily harm and death. Dickey's Barbecue Pit, located in the Albertson Shopping Center, is having a fundraiser for Christine's family tomorrow from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. The Dubin family will be donating a portion of the proceeds from their sales during the afternoon to the Weir family. After the break, we'll find out what's happening across the state, and we'll have Alicia Cook with your entertainment report.